All right, fam club, this is my ode, my love letter, if you will, to the top 10 special illustration rares of Scarlet and Violet that the Pokemon community at large has just cast aside. These are the unsung heroes of the sets, beautiful artworks that have just been swept under the rugs. So pour your 40 out for these guys, and let's get to it. All right, guys, so I got the idea for this video as people keep buying up the Sword and Shield big bangers. You know, even the Crown Zenith ones are starting to go to the moon. And, you know, I didn't want to miss my chance on a lot of fantastic artworks that are in the Scarlet and Violet sets. So a lot of times I go back and I start looking through things and try to see what's got low value that I love and that I would pick up. And so I started building this list based on those cards. Most of them I have or I purchased recently. One of them I don't have that I picked up this morning. But these are fantastic works of art, and I personally love them. I'm gonna show you why I love them. I'm gonna show them off to you today, and you know, let me know what you guys think. What is out there in Scarlet and Violet that you think people are passing by that I missed in my list? All right, how many people are about to leave the video because number one on my list is Quaquaval EX from Paul the Evolved. I think that this is personally a fantastic artwork. Did no one pick Quaxley for their starter in Scarlet and Violet? I mean, what's going on? Look at this beautiful card. Lots of texture and shimmer. He's a handsome, you know, duck man. And I don't know why. Everyone is just passing this guy over. I think it's super cool. I just recently added him to my collection. He's currently only going for $6.18. This is a special illustration rare that comes up one every 473 packs. So you are going to be ripping $1,500 worth of packs of Paul the Evolve or worse just to pick this guy up. And he's been completely passed aside by the community, going for $6. There's currently 97 listings, so there's plenty to go around. In PSA, there's 331 PSA 10s, and they go for $55. Would I buy a PSA 10? Absolutely not. Not when you can find a really clean copy for like $7. PSA 9s, 215 of those have been registered. They're only going for $10.25. Obviously, I wouldn't buy a PSA 9 if you want to add this to your collection. Try to find one that is in mint condition. So, you know, fantastic looking card. So that's, if you're counting down, number 10 on my list. These aren't necessarily in a particular order, but they kind of are. Let me know what you guys think, or did you all just leave the video already? This card is great, man. I don't know what. Iron Treads EX is next on my list. I love Iron Treads. He looks super cool. The card, the artwork on here, the texture with the space, and he's on some sort of futuristic looking, I don't know, structure or sand dune. Maybe this is after he's traveled through time. He's got the cool little eyes that are pixelated on that matte black finish, so it almost looks like there's a shield over his eyes. And, you know, super cool. If you like elephants, if you like robotic elephants, how could you not love this card? $2.44. If I remember correctly, this is the cheapest special illustration rare of all of Scarlet and Violet that you can get. Maybe Spidops is on there, but Spidops is not going to be on the list because honestly, I don't think that card looks that cool. But the 10 on my list definitely look cool. There's currently 50 listings on TCG Player right now. A PSA 10 is $48.05. There's only 337 of them. His card is not really going up or down over the last month. It's just kind of going up and down, but only by about 50 cents. So it really doesn't mean much in this case. And actually on the Quaquaval is kind of going up a little bit, but again, we're only talking about 80 cents here. So that's why I put the trend graph here for the last months for all these cards. There's 298 PSA 9s, and those are going for $10. I personally, when cards are this cheap, I don't like buying PSA 9s. I want the 10, or I want as minty of a raw copy as I can get. And in this case, I would go for that minty. There's got to be plenty of them out there. Next one on my list is Great Tusk. Man, look at this card. It's beautiful. Again, if you like the elephants, look at this. There's like a dust storm going on. They put all the texture to show that it's kind of like a tornado swirling up there. He's super cool looking, ancient elephant Pokemon. The artwork is fantastic once again. Let's see. This guy is only going for $5.85. Look at this beautiful artwork that nobody seems to care about. I think it's gorgeous. Definitely a must-have on my list from Scarlet and Violet. You know, this card is a little easier to get along with the Iron Treads. 1 in 318. Still, you're talking about a lot of packs. But SV base, you can get SV base pretty easily. Let's say you could probably get $2.50 packs, maybe $3 worst case. You're looking at $900 to finally pull this guy. Again, just super cool artwork. There's currently 587 PSA 10s going for $48.46. There's 408 PSA 9s going for $14.50. Again, I personally wouldn't pick up a 9. I want a 10, or I want a raw that I think can get a 10, and or I want to pull it myself. But fantastic card. Moving on, we got Meowscarada. If you didn't pick Quaxley, did you pick Sprigatito for your starter? Just another fantastic artwork here. This is looking super cool. Tons of detail in the background. Kind of reminds me of Costa Rica or something. And just, again, fantastic artwork. I picked this up online. It's a little fat on the right side compared to the left, but still super cool card. I think I paid like $4. The market value of this card right now is $8.85. There's only 60 listings. A little lower than Healthy. I like to see 100 listings for Healthy. The PSA 10 for this is going for $75 almost. PSA 9 is going for $21. This would definitely not get a PSA 10, or it shouldn't get a PSA 10 with how off-centered it is on the right side. Still, it's a beautiful looking card. If I saw another one in the shop, especially for $8-9 that was perfect, I would absolutely pick it up. I got this being a degenerate on Whatnot one day. Beautiful card. Another card that's just getting passed over right now. Only time will tell what happens in the future with these guys. Slight upward trend for the last month, but we're talking only about $1 increase overall here. So the right chart, wrong price. $13.68 is actually the market price on this one right now. So it is, like I said, $1 trend upwards is what's going on. Next up, we got Koraidon EX. Market price, $12.71 or 66 listings. Personally, I have it in a PSA 10. I paid probably around $40 from what I remember. It was a while ago. There's a tiny bit upward trend on the market, about $2. Not a huge deal. There's 66 listings. Unfortunately, it's in this slab, so I feel like it's not going to do justice showing off the texture or anything on camera. I don't know if it's going to pick up my lighting a little bit too much. But fantastic artwork in my opinion, with the jungle theme, Dedenne here. Super awesome artwork. Completely looked over. One of the two legendary Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. I think hopefully time will do them justice, and they will be loved as much as I love them personally. So there's 1,404 PSA 10, so a fair amount for a card that's not hugely popular. 1,146 in the PSA 9s. The PSA 9s are going for $30. PSA 10s are going for $71. So my $40 investment in my personal collection has done well to date. So I've been recommending this card for quite a while. Moving on, another card. So looked over. Pretty playable. People are using it, I think, in the Raging Bolt deck. Again, fantastic artwork, great texture, great colors. It's got a nice Caribbean feel, and it's super cute. All the little Squawkabillies all over the place. Definitely getting overlooked. Great texture with the blue sky back there. This guy's going for $8.85 on the market. Super cool card. PSA 10s. There's only 127 PSA 10s and 215 PSA 9s. So 2/3 of the cards submitted, people were probably going for 10s, and they ended up getting 9s. So it's a hard to grab a high quality version of this that's going to get a PSA 10. The price really isn't moving around very much up and down for the last month, right around that $9 mark. Super cool card. Definitely feel like it's not getting enough love. Next up is the only trainer in here on my 10 list, and it's Penny. This thing has dropped all the way down to $13.84 on the market. Super cool trainer card. Penny is super important to Scarlet and Violet. She's even getting another card in the next set that's super cool looking. This one has Umbreon. The next one's got Sylveon. It's going to be a really nice SIR combo to have with the two evolutions in there. Super cool looking artworks on both of them. This one is one that I love, and you know, people are just not into it right now, or they're unloading it. $13.84. There's 87 listings of it right now. There's only 395 PSA 10s. It goes for $55 for a PSA 10. That's actually not that bad. Comes up 1 in 465 packs, and since Paldean Fates is a specialty set, packs can be a little more expensive. I don't know if they're going for about $4 right now, but if they are, you're looking at almost $2,000 to get this card if you tried to chase it down. $14 to pick one up. Look for a minty fresh copy on eBay and go for it. Super cool looking card. It'll be great to pair this up with the Penny that's coming out in the next set. Then we got Pidgeot Eox. Can't believe this card's going for $12, but it is somewhat easy to pull. 1 in 192 packs, because Obsidian Flames doesn't have that many SIRs in it. And you can go Charizard hunting. I think the Charizard's only like $40 on the market right now. There's 80 listings over on TCG Player, $12. A PSA 10, there's 545 right now. They're going for $85. So if you went around hunting for shops, you found a PSA 10 copy for $12. You spend $15 to get it graded. Now you got an $85 card. However, there's 882. So again, a lot of them in a PSA 9, a lot of them that have been submitted to try to get a PSA 10 failed and came back. So it's a little bit of a challenge to get one that's super minty. Definitely one I would try to find in a shop. The PSA 9s are only going for $17, so it's not even worth grading unless you're really sure it's going to be a 10. Personally, I don't have a copy of this. I bought a PSA 10 in the Japanese. I love the Japanese version. The texture looks great with the sky. Just looks like the sun's rays are coming down on Pidgeot's back. They did a different texture for the water over here than they did the road. It's kind of shimmery road. And I wish I had an English one to show side by side, but at the time I got a great deal on a PSA 10 of the Japanese. I love this card. I do love Japanese. They do a fantastic job with the texture, and it doesn't always translate to the English versions. But I picked up an English one of this morning. I found a really clean copy. Someone had it for $10 and $4 shipping. I offered them $8, so I essentially paid the $12 market price. They'll probably ship it to me in a plain white envelope for 64 cents, but we'll see how it goes. It looked super clean as I could find. All right, I think we only got 2 left. Next one is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko. This card, super pass over. This is from Paradox Rift. It only comes up 1 every 712 packs, and this thing is going for $15. I can't believe it. If you're a fan of Sun and Moon, I don't know why I don't have this card. Super fantastic. The texture is fantastic. The ocean, the styling from the artist Jerky. I just love this artwork. And honestly, this is one I might want to grab in a 10. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. I wouldn't mind a $50 PSA 10 just to go straight for the 10. Just love it. Love it. Fantastic. $15 on the market. There's only 33 listings. That's super low. Definitely one, if you're thinking about it, as you can see over the last month, it's been starting to climb from about $11 up to where it is now, a little over 15. And there's only 204 PSA 10s. $75 for a PSA 10, $25 for a PSA 9. So even the PSA 9s they're compared to the other 8 cards we looked at so far, the PSA 9's getting a little bit more money. It's still going to cost you like $15 to get one graded. So a raw copy that you think could get a 10 is definitely better than just buying a PSA 9. There's only 160 PSA 9s. So very, very low amount of these out there that are graded, and even a low amount that's over on TCG Player available to buy right now. And last but not least, Miraidon. This is the most expensive card on here, but I think it still fits the bill. It's a beautiful artwork. It's going for $19.54. Again, you got to get the Koraidon and the Miraidon. Everyone should have a pair of these two. Beautiful artwork with Fido here in the window. Very futuristic landscape in the background. Super cool looking artwork. It's currently going for about 20 bucks. There's only 50 listings. I personally already bought one in a PSA 10. I've showed it off before. I think I paid around 50 bucks at the time. It's currently going for $83.34 according to pokedata.io. There's 1,802 of these out there. So, I mean, you know, compared to Tapu Koko, there's a lot. And 1,426 on the PSA 9s. It's basically just going for the same price as raw. You're better off grabbing a raw as usual that you think might get a 10. You got to look. Every little white dot, every little anything is going to keep you from getting a 10. This card is cheap enough that I have 2 copies, one for the binder for the master set and one for my 10. And even my binder copy looks super good. I'm pretty sure I picked this out at my local game store because I may have paid $22 from what I remember, but it was so clean, I figured I better pick it up. Now, will I submit it to PSA? I don't know, because then you're looking at 15 bucks plus insurance and shipping it back, so I'm not sure if I would. So there you have it, 10 cards that I just think are not getting enough love. They're so fantastic. I love Scarlet and Violet. I love these special illustration rares. What do you guys think? Are there other cards that you think people are just passing by that are just absolutely fantastic and super affordable right now? I feel like this is the time where all of these are so affordable that if you ever want them in your collection, now is when I would pick them up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just for entertainment. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video.